If someone boos me, like, I'm all about that. I'm not presenting something that is beautiful or easy to digest, and in some cases it's uncomfortable. My name is Damon Clelland. I am an artist. I make performances, make prosthetics. I think it's quite hard to define. Art school for me was okay. It's hard to fit the kind of work that I was making within an institutional context. My kind of like falling into performance, it wasn't something I really set out to do. Being involved in nightlife, turning up the way I was turning up at that time, I was offered a stage and I took it. It really gave me a space to experiment and really delve into different characters. I perform under the character Shrek 666, and there's lots of things that come together conceptually within that character. When I first wanted to start performing, I knew that the character I wanted to perform, I didn't want it to be human. I first performed as Shrek 666 at the art school. At the time, it was a lot of parody, and it was just a very fun experience. As things developed, then bringing things like theoretically that I wanted to communicate through the performances. So Shrek 666 is an ogre. Its performance of different elements of power can be aggressive and can be very strong. It can also be nasty and sexual. There's like sex and sexuality play a big part in the performances as well. Like monstrosity is a human construction of fear. I'm not trying to just like make a comment of I'm a monster or this character is a monster and should be feared. I think it's important to understand why you feel uncomfortable. The actions vary. When someone gets it and they really love it, then that's great, but also a boo is also great. So before COVID, I was working a lot in clubs and I was doing a lot of club work. 2-3 performances a month. Lockdown has given me the chance to kind of take a step back, focus on the things that I really want to focus on. It's given me a chance to work on film again. Performances can be quite chaotic. There's a lot more control with film. For Pride, I wanted to make something that was light-hearted and that was fun. Yeah, so we filmed a remake of Robbie Williams' Rock DJ on the top of the Hydro car park. All the other kind of themes still like go into the making of that video, you know, like it builds a bridge and makes it easier for people to connect with what you're actually trying to present. It was really fun, like it's the thing that I've done that's probably got the most attention, but it's also like so stupid. But I kind of love that, and I'm still waiting to hear if Robbie Williams has seen it. Danny Elfman is a composer who soundtracked all of Tim Burton's films, wrote the Simpsons theme, Desperate Housewives theme, so like iconic. When I was approached by his creative director to work on a project, the brief was an ogre in prosthetics. And I was just like, well, yeah, that's me. So it kind of fit really perfectly. I worked closely with the creative director and the director on the character design. They were very specific in the aesthetic of the character that they wanted, and I also designed the character for the female performer, which was my partner Cara. Created some latex for her to wear as well. The prosthetics and yeah, the makeup as well. And it was 3 days filming with application of the prosthetics every day. But to have like my visual with his sound, which is something that yeah, is so nostalgic. Yeah, really was great. Yeah, building the prosthetics is a really lengthy process. It takes a lot of time. At first I would sculpt the prosthetics, sculpt on top of that with latex, getting all the details, and then airbrush to get the texture of the latex to look like flesh, and then the painting process begins, which is you're essentially painting a opaque 3D object to give it the appearance of transparency, to make it look realistic. So you're painting a hyperrealism painting on a 3D object. I would say that like having a background in painting like definitely helps. And once the painting process is finished, then the application, and then the cosmetics, and then the garments or whatever else adds on. Like, I really enjoy the process of kind of like building a world, to present something that is like a window outside of someone's everyday visual experience. If someone thinks that what I do is too strange or it makes them uncomfortable, I'd say then you can just look somewhere else. Like, that's okay. If you're not into it, then that's fine.